On May 9, 2023, former Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan was arrested, triggering violent protests and demonstrations across the country. Social media websites were blocked in Pakistan when the protests began, with YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook blocked indefinitely as of mid-May. Khan, who was ousted from power in a no-confidence motion in April, had been leading a series of protests against the new government led by Shahbaz Sharif. The protests had been largely peaceful until Khan's arrest on May 9. Khan's arrest sparked outrage among his supporters, who took to the streets in protest. The protests quickly turned violent, with protesters clashing with police and security forces. There were reports of arson, looting, and vandalism. The government responded to the protests by imposing a curfew in several major cities and deploying the army to restore order. The protests continued for several days, but eventually died down. The May 9 protests were a major setback for the new government, which had only been in power for a few weeks. The protests also highlighted the deep divisions in Pakistani society. Here are some of the key events that happened on May 9, 2023 in Pakistan. Former Prime Minister Imran Khan is arrested. Violent protests break out across the country. Social media websites are blocked. The army is deployed to restore order. The protests eventually die down.